What is going on, everybody? So today on Meg's Minute, I just did a video and it was too long and I just jabber on, and I really wanted to talk to all my millennial people. So I know we stink, we're annoying, we're have low attention spans, but millennials, you are getting into that buying and that selling phase. If you got in early, congratulations, you're ahead of the curve. And to most of my millennial friends out there, you are getting into one of a very exciting stage. I read this article in M Report that it was like a no-brainer. We're getting married later, we're having kids later in life, opposed to our parents' generation who had kids and got married right out of college. We as a generation are waiting, which also pushes back when we're buying a house. So, for example, if you're not having kids until you're 30, why do you need to necessarily buy a house? That kind of a thing. So, I think it is such a great time to talk to millennials in a positive way. I am one. I get so annoyed when people start talking smack. I mean, I understand why, we do have some bad attributes, but that does not classify an entire generation. So, with that being said, I understand that we have short attention spans, and I keep looking at my hand as if my phone is here because all we're doing is scrolling through things, right? We want touch of a button, and we want all of these things to be quick and easy without really having to think about it. But at the same time, and correct me if I'm wrong, if you're not this way, let me know. But for me, and speaking to other people that I know, we want to talk to people. We don't want just a random automated message and digital not talking and knowing who I'm dealing with kind of a situation. Comcast gas bills. I want to be able to talk to somebody. Don't give me some automated crap and then I don't get what I need out of it, okay? So I really think that is the same that goes with the mortgage industry. I think that when you're trying to buy a house, you want to be able to talk to somebody. A real estate agent, you're not just going to trust any old person, and you're not going to typically buy a house sight unseen through some random place on the internet. You want a real human being, and the same should go for your mortgage. If you decide that you want to go through a rocket mortgage kind of thing, and you get click, 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 and you're pre-approved, doesn't that sound a little too good to be true? Doesn't that sound like maybe there should be a little bit more effort in order to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars? That's because most of the time it does. So if it's quick and easy, maybe you should think as to why. The other big thing that was in this article that I read was it is still a huge common misconception that you need 20% down to buy a house. Those days are long gone. If you have 20% to put down, fantastic. Way ahead of most people. Forget generation. I don't care who you are. If you have 20% to put down on a house, fantastic. That just prevents PMI, which that can be a whole nother situation. But know that you need 3.5% to 5% down in order to buy a house. We can get into the details of that later. If you have questions on what that means and what kind of programs it is and all that good stuff, let me know. But without talking over your head, just know it is not 20%. It is 3.5% to 5%. That is huge. That is a huge difference between 20% and 3.5% to 5%. That means you can afford a house. That means you may be faster in order to buy a house. Like you might be ahead of the curve than where you really think that you are. Buying a house and purchasing something that is yours opposed to paying someone else's rent, it's a no-brainer. If you want to not have to maintenance and you don't want to have to deal with that, that's a whole nother thing. Let's get you a condo or townhouse where you don't have to mow the lawn. But own something, have equity, have something that is tangible, that is yours. That is something that I feel like we as a generation are slow to the curve. Not because we're not having families, but because we don't know exactly what that means. So Meg's Minute today, I am talking to all of my millennials out there that are thinking about buying a house or renting and they're not sure. Let's talk. My big thing is I want to educate people, and who better than my millennial peers? I'm here for you. I want to help you. Let's do this together. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I can't wait to see you on my next Meg's Minute. Bye.